My bear's name is Angus. I wouldn't say he's much of a bear, he's more of a dog than anything else. At around the age of 6, my mother died and we moved in with my aunt in Indonesia. And just beforehand, my parents had split and my father had moved back to Ireland. And so he sent us, my sister and myself, a teddy bear each as a sort of like reminder that he was still out there and he was there for us. And it was his little way of sending a piece of him over to us. So basically, got Angus then and suitably named him after my father. I was mean to the poor thing. I'd give out to him a fair bit. But in fairness, he was always that companion that was, in the end, like he always got the good night at the end of the night and just things like that, and always had the quick cuddle. I think sort of keeping a stuffed animal, and sort of certainly keeping Angus anyway, has helped me retain that little bit of childhood innocence in the sense that at night time you're able to say goodnight without sort of thinking, oh God, I'm crazy. So it's nice to be able to just sort of say, you know what, screw it, good night, Angus.
Well, his name is Hamish because there's a movie that he is in. He's famous, but we don't tell him about that in case he gets too big for his boots. And he's 4. I think we've agreed he's about 4 years of age. He lives in a soft box, but he's fine with it. This is his bed, because his covers match his little drawer as well, so it's fine. And this is where Hamish sleeps.
There's some teddies that you have for years that you still have because you have that like emotional attachment to them and you think of them like as a person or a friend. And then there's some, like with Hamish was just given to us and then Clodagh just, I don't know, took to it.
Yeah, I never had a teddy before. Hamish is the first that I really liked. I guess he's just good crack.
It's just nice to have someone to cuddle.
Yeah. So, Hamish is a nice reminder of Aisling, I guess, as well. Sounds creepy, doesn't it?
It does, really creepy, yeah.
Oh well. It's your own fault for looking like a teddy bear.
I had a little floppy bear with thin legs and thin arms. I know I was school age, and I came home one day and my mum said, I'm throwing your bears out, you're too old for bears. I think it was more the fact that I should have been playing with tractors and lorries and stuff like that. I should have been playing with meal stuff, and I wasn't. I grew up as an only child. I didn't have any brothers and sisters to talk to. I just found that the teddy bears meant more to me because they were my friends. And then about 4 years ago, a very good friend bought me this lovely bear. He sits in the windowsill, he looks out. He's my little guard bear. He looks after the house when I'm not here. It's a kind of a protective thing. It's a kind of a talisman, a talus bear of you know, just to make sure that everything's fine.
This is Tigger. He's my teddy bear, but he's not a bear. He's my tiger. My brother had one just like him, and I was obsessed with it, and I really, really wanted it. One Christmas I came down to a big giant plastic bag, just like black sack, and then I opened it up and it was him, and I literally cried for about 3 hours. This was my brother's one, Spotty. My mum made him, like, from scratch herself. My relationship now with bears is I'm dating a bear and he buys me bears, so I kind of live in this bear-centric world. And this is like fur everywhere. I've gotten rid of some of my childhood teddy bears and now I have a whole new collection of teddy bears from a bear, so it's kind of cute.
These two here were my older brother's favourite teddies, and I think one time he obviously upset me or made me angry, and I think I tried to remove this guy's head here. Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I tried to take his head off, but he's fine now. This guy, I tried to give him heart surgery. I think the tools I used were a knitting needle and a scissors, and then all this stuff started to come out, which I wasn't happy about. Yeah, he was one of my victims. What's that word, like, what's it? When you like to hurt things for enjoyment? That's not me. Oh, he is like a little teddy bear. And he loves cuddles as well.
This is Cuddles. My grandmother gave him to me when I was 12, just before I made my confirmation. He's come everywhere with me ever since. My grandmother died about 4 years ago, so, you know, this was one of the favourite gifts that she ever gave me, so it does remind me of her. She had a bear as well that she called Aloysius that used to sit on her sofa, so, you know, the two of them would sit together whenever I went to visit her, and we'd have Cuddles and Aloysius sitting together on the sofa. People kind of looked at him and went, well, there's a lot of pink in that bear for a boy, but I was like, no, but Cuddles is a boy. And I think that may have spoken to my own gender identity at the time. I was being told that I was a girl because, you know, being trans, and I didn't agree with that. So when people tried to tell me my bear was a girl, I was like, no, Cuddles is a boy. Cuddles has always been a boy, and Cuddles has a very, you know, clearly defined gender identity there. So, yeah, I think I may have kind of projected a little bit. Yeah, he basically comes everywhere with me. Whenever I go away for a weekend, he gets put in the bag and brought along.